500cc motorcycle champion Mick Doohan called it quits during the week, ending a brilliant career highlighted by 5 straight world titles. Doohan's courage and fearless style was as memorable as his many wins, but it also brought a career to a premature end. So where does he go now? Only Doohan can answer that. I spoke to him this afternoon. Mick, thanks very much for joining us.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Well, you're still not getting around too well, we hear, so obviously the healing process is taking a bit of a while this time.
Well, it really is. You know, I've, since the Australian Motorcycle Grand Prix, I've had both legs operated on, so that's the main reason I'm not getting around so well. Today is the first day off a crutch totally, so I'm pretty happy with that anyway.
And the wrist and the hand are still not good either?
No, the left arm's still, in reality, the biggest problem other than the leg, so it's taking a little bit more time than I would have hoped, but the injury was a little bit bigger than I guess even I realised.
We know you love racing motorcycles, world championships aside, so, Mick, it must have been a difficult decision to make.
Definitely, it was a real tough decision, and you know, one which I thought from time to time throughout this year that it was inevitable, and I really wasn't going to get back on top of things, and I kept trying and trying and trying, but there became a point in time this month really that I just had to say, look, it's not going to happen. The season really starts again in 3 months. I'm really still on crutches at the moment. To get back on a bike, get testing, get up to speed, get fit, it isn't going to be possible.
Yeah, and I imagine you just wouldn't want to get on the bike if you weren't going to be competitive.
You know, why, basically? You know, unless I can go out there and win and be competitive, I've got no interest in being on the motorcycle. And that was a little bit like this year. Perhaps there were sometimes I felt that I'd be sitting around and think, well, perhaps I could get on and give it a go. But in reality, I knew I could only do it for 1 or 2 laps, and unfortunately, races are quite a bit longer than that.
If you had to pick a highlight from what's been a stunning career, what would it be? The first World Championship?
Well, definitely. You know, I think winning the World Championship in the Czech Republic and winning the race in '94, that was a highlight. But also, it's hard to go past winning the Grand Prix here in Australia last year and clinching the championship here in Australia. You know, it's a true World Championship. So to actually win it here in Australia in front of your home crowd was something pretty special also.
You'll miss riding, of course, but you're not leaving altogether. How much can you tell us about the plans for next season?
Really, honestly, I can't say too much because we're still, as I say, Honda and I, we've reached a situation where we're both happy with, but we're still talking on which level I'll be operating for them. So it's still up in the air at the moment, but an announcement isn't that far away.
We know you're a pretty private bloke, but you have provided motorsport fans with some fantastic highlights, and thanks for the entertainment, basically, and all the best with whatever you do.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your support also.
The marvellous Mick Doohan. There'll be more sports tonight in a couple of minutes.